Hi, YouTubers and wet shavers everywhere. It's Mark with GeorgeToon.com. I'm back with another Monday morning mailbag. Get yourself a cup of coffee, kick back, relax. Let's talk a little wet shaving and a few other things. What do you got this morning? I've got a fantastic coffee all the way from Texas, courtesy of viewer Beth Jones. Beth, thank you very much. Hang on. That is wonderful. We have showcased this on the show before. It's wonderful. Magnolia Press Coffee Company. This is their pecan. Boy, is this a great tasting coffee. My thanks again to Beth Jones for passing this along. Love this coffee. We will have links to their website where you can check out this coffee here. Again, this is a balanced blend of medium roasted Central and South American coffees. Sweet, nutty, and creamy. Absolutely. It is fantastic. 97% Arabica coffee, 3% natural and artificial flavoring. It's terrific. And I love the aroma when it's brewing in the coffee maker. It's really, really fantastic. And we've shared this with you before on the back panel here. Get a shot of that. Get a screenshot of that there. Okay. Can you see that? I'm going to try to angle it so the light doesn't reflect off of it too much. We believe that there is a familiar and worthwhile pause waiting for us in a good cup of coffee. It's a welcome treat. It breaks up the day with a dose of comfort and familiarity. Enjoy. I love that. I absolutely love that. And I've mentioned it before, and I'll say it again. That should be by every single coffee maker. That little saying right there, absolutely fantastic. So my thanks to Beth Jones for passing that along. It's an absolutely wonderful and delightful cup of coffee. And this morning, we've got our Nerd Dogs coffee mug. I love this coffee mug. We're going to nerd out a little bit this morning. With some wet shaving gear we're going to be talking about. So that's really kind of neat. But we got a little bit of history for you this morning. Let me get my notes up here. Here it is right here. This is from William Meredith. I thought you would like to know about a bit of history in Philadelphia. The Ohio House from the 1876 centennial. This is really, really neat. And we will have links to the website where you can learn more about this. I've got this from Wikipedia. The Centennial Exposition of 1876 was a World's Fair held in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania from May 10th to November 10th, 1876. It was the first official World's Fair to be held in the United States and was constructed in West Fairmount Park to celebrate the 100th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence in Philadelphia. The exposition showcased the U.S.'s industrial achievements and attracted almost 10 million visitors in the 6 months of its operation. Now, in regards to the Ohio House, this was a house that the state of Ohio built right there on the fairgrounds from Ohio sandstone and Ohio timber to showcase Ohio's achievements. And as they write here, the Ohio House, or the Ohio State Building, is an historic American building that is located in West Fairmount Park, Philadelphia. And it says here the house was built using various Ohio sandstones and functioned as the Ohio State exhibit for the Centennial Exposition of 1876. The only other extant exposition structures are Memorial Hall and 2 small comfort stations. The building is the only extant state exhibit remaining from the exposition. How about that? That's really neat. So after the World's Fair, they just kind of disassembled and knocked down all the structures that were there. And for some reason, they missed the Ohio House, and it's remained standing there ever since. Now, they went ahead and restored it for the 1976 bicentennial, and they've restored it once more, and well, you can read more about it. But that's really, really neat. A piece of Ohio history located right there in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. That is really, really neat. William, thanks so much for passing that along. Again, we'll have links to all that information. Really fascinating. So if you're planning a trip to Philadelphia this summer, check out the Ohio House. That is really, really neat. So thanks again, William. Really do appreciate it. Well, how you doing this morning? I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me, as we like to say on the show. A good hot coffee, a trusty mug. Let the caffeine go to work, gentlemen. Absolutely. One more sip here. That is absolutely wonderful. Hey, if you're taking me along on your morning commute, thanks very much for the lift. If you are tuning in to the podcast, so hey, thanks so much for listening in via podcasting. That's great to hear. Love doing the podcast, love converting this over to the podcast and making it available as a podcast. I also love putting together the Second Cup podcast, so I hope you have a chance to tune into that podcast as well. We've got a great show for you this morning. Got a great shaving tip. We have a shave den visit of sorts. Well, it is a shave den visit, but really a unique item being showcased in this shave den visit. Thanks to Kevin Weiss for that. We have an update on the Maggard Meetup. And we also have some great refill comments from previous shows that we'll be sharing with you. Some great new wet shaving gear, some new shave soaps, a new shave cream, some great reviews from viewers. Really looking forward to sharing that with you. And also some questions and comments. And along the way, again, we're going to be nerding out just a little bit in covering some of these subjects. So thanks very, very much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Once more, I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me. So let's get the show underway like we do every week with a viewer morning shaving tip. Well, this morning's shaving tip comes from viewer Christopher Devine. Before I get to that, I forgot to mention in the opening, happy Valentine's Day. That's this Wednesday, and hopefully you'll find a product or two that you'll use for your shave when you go out for that evening, dinner or celebrating, however you're going to do it. And maybe you'll find a nice product in the new wet shave gear lineup or in other parts of the show that'll work really, really well for you to make it a really terrific Valentine's Day. So I wanted to mention that to you. I forgot about that. I was so excited about Ohio House. And thanks again to William Meredith for that. But again, happy Valentine's Day to everybody. And again, I hope you find something from today's show for that shave that'll make it an extra special Valentine's Day celebration for you and your significant other. All right, shaving tip from viewer Christopher Devine. And he writes, in light of the recent discussion about magnets and their potential uses in the wet shaving hobby, I offer the following tip. I keep a small adhesive back magnet stuck in the upper left corner of my bathroom mirror. When I'm cleaning my razor following a shave, I rinse the blade and carefully stick it to the magnet. This allows the blade to air dry out of the zone of danger, ready to use the following day. I find that I can get several comfortable shaves from each blade by following this routine. Amazon has several inexpensive options available for anyone who would like to give this a try. I'm a big fan of the Monday Morning Mailbag. Keep up the great work, Chris Devine. Chris, thank you so much. This is an absolutely great tip. And again, this is something we have discussed in previous shows, and I'm so glad that you sent in this shaving tip because as new viewers come on board, new subscribers come on board, they may have missed this discussion about using a magnet to store that razor blade out of the zone of danger. Yeah, that is great. You know, putting it up on top of the mirror in the corner, something like that, where it's out of reach, where it's not going to fall on the ground or get lost on the counter or wherever where someone might accidentally cut themselves. Yeah, absolutely fantastic idea. And again, thank you so much for sending in this tip and reminding us of using a magnet in the shaving den. Absolutely fantastic. So folks, it's just a quick search on Amazon to find these various magnets that you can adhere to the upper parts of your mirror and affix a magnet and just attach that razor blade after a shave. So it's ready to go for the next shave, but it's out of the way where it won't harm anyone. Absolutely fantastic tip, Chris. Thank you very, very much for that. And to say thank you, for you and only you, an original signed George sketch. So please email me your snail mail address to mondaymailbag@gmail.com, mondaymailbag@gmail.com, and I will send this to you post haste. And if you out there would like an original signed George sketch, just send me a shaving tip. Send that shaving tip to mondaymailbag@gmail.com. And if I use it here on the morning shaving tip segment of the Monday Morning Mailbag, you too will receive an original signed George sketch. So Chris, thanks very, very much for a terrific, terrific shaving tip and a great reminder. Thanks again very, very much. Well, this morning we have a Shave Den visit, and it comes from viewer Kevin Weiss, who has a new piece of gear that is updating his shaving den, and he wanted to share it with everyone. And he wrote, "Hey Mark, I thought I'd share this with you. I bought a mirror that has a built-in light charged by USB. It clips over a door, window frame, or vanity. As a head shaver, it provides a better view of the sides and back of my head. I imagine if you were into cutting your hair, it would work for that too. It's easy to set up and take down, and even had a small 5-power magnification round mirror attachment that suctions on any mirror. I bought it on Amazon. This is really, really neat. And this is the Hieey. I think I pronounced that right. It's Hieey. I'm pronouncing it Hieey. The Hieey 3-way mirror for hair cutting with LED, 360 trifold with height adjustable telescoping hooks, and 5-power magnification. That is really, really neat. And I'm a head shaver. I'm going to look into this as well. Folks, we'll have a link below. Thanks to Kevin Weiss for passing this along. An upgrade to his shave den and a possible upgrade to your shave den as well. Kevin, thanks very, very much for sharing this with all the viewers. Really do appreciate it. All right, here's a quick magnet update. James Sefton sent along these very, very small magnets. If you'd like one or two of them, just send me a self-addressed stamped envelope. Email me at mondaymailbag@gmail.com, and in the subject heading, put the word magnet. You'll get an automated response as to where to send that self-addressed stamped envelope. Put a couple of stamps on it. When I get that self-addressed stamped envelope, I'll put 1 or 2 magnets in there and I'll mail it right back to you. So there's your quick magnet update, your Monday morning mailbag magnet update. Well, this morning we have an update to the Maggard Meetup. The Maggard Meetup takes place on April 20th, 2024. Tickets are available right now. We'll have a link to the page at Maggard Razors where you can get all the information about the Maggard Meetup. Again, April 20th, 2024 from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. at 124 South Winter Street, Adrian, Michigan, 49221. Now, they've updated the number of confirmed vendors. As of February 6th, they now have 19 vendors that will be at the Maggard Meetup. Ariana and Evans, Barrister and Mann, Captain's Choice, Katie's Bubbles, Chiseled Face, 11, Henri et Victoria, Henson Shaving, House of Mammoth, Rex Supply Company, Shannon's Soaps, Sterling Soap Company, Southern Witchcrafts, Dogwood Handcrafts, Sudsy Soapery, Through the Fire Fine Crafts, Armin Blades, Timeless Razor, Holy Call, Wolf Whiskers, and Zingari Man. Wow, that is quite a lineup. I was there last year. It was absolutely fantastic. Again, it's April 20th, 2024 from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. Tickets are available right now. We'll have a link to that page. I have my ticket. I hope to see you there. Well, here's your weekly reminder that the Monday Morning Mailbag is also available as a podcast. Simply get up to your favorite streaming service and search for Monday Morning Mailbag and more. And the Monday Morning Mailbag podcast, as well as our other podcast, Second Cup, will come right up. Both of those podcasts are available on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, and now right here on YouTube. Well, what do you know? Coffee's getting low that time of the show. Let's go back for a refill. Well, hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me. I hope you went back for a refill. I sure did. Hang on 1 minute. Again, boy, this is absolutely terrific. Magnolia Press Coffee Company, Pecan. This is terrific. Out of Waco, Texas. Where are they? They're listed on the bag. Oh, here it is right here. Waco, Texas. Check it out. Right there. Get their address right there. Yeah, absolutely fantastic coffee. Thanks again to Beth Jones. Really, really do appreciate it. And once more, I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me. And a happy Valentine's Day. And I hope you're gearing up for a great Valentine's Day celebration. And I hope you have a great shave that helps kick off a really, really nice, wonderful Valentine's Day evening with your significant other. So I know a lot of you out there are probably looking forward to a great shave to kick off that Valentine's evening celebration. So great to hear. Hey, let's kick off this morning's refill segment with something from the one Baba, who wrote, "A cartridge razor review? Mark, this is shaving adultery. Thou shalt not use a cartridge razor." This is how it all starts. You talk about it, you look at it, you touch it, quick, throw it in the trash. No doubt the refills are $79 for 4 cartridge heads. You are holding the most expensive razor in the room. And of course, he's saying this all with very, very good humor. Thanks very much for that, Baba. I really do appreciate it. This is a razor that was very kindly sent to the channel by Greg from Virginia. We talked about it last week. The review ran yesterday to kick off, the day of the big game. We can't say what the big game was because of copyright reasons, and I don't want to get a strike from YouTube for violating a copyright. But there was a big game yesterday, and I'm sure a lot of you out there attended parties to watch the big game, and I'm sure you had a great time with it as well. So yeah, this razor is the NFL Salute to Service, which is a really nice cause because part of that, Gillette supports an organization called TAPS, a program called TAPS, where they will go into a home and any young person there wanting to learn how to shave, they'll instruct them in how to shave using a cartridge razor. I'm hoping that they expand that into safety razors. That would be kind of neat. But yeah, wasn't a bad shave with this razor. The head pivots. It has a trimming blade on the back of the cartridge head, and it also moves side to side to kind of get all the contours of the face. And nice handle. And to salute the folks in the military, it has a camouflage kind of handle there, or a camo handle is what they call it. Yeah, so that was really neat, and it also comes with a magnetic base right there, the magnetic base like that, and it fits together like this. Let's show it to you one more time, like that. So that's it right there. So my thanks to Greg from Virginia for sending this along. And again, we like to talk about cartridge razors because you're no longer allowed to take a safety razor in your carry-on bag at all. They will confiscate the safety razor, even though you may not have blades with it. We learned this from Mantic 59. My thanks again to Mantic 59 for that information. And so, you're going to have to take an alternative, whether it be an electric razor of some kind, which could be a little bulkier, but a cartridge razor is probably going to have to be something that you're going to take if you want to get a shave, and you're only taking a carry-on for, let's say, a weekend or a 3-4 day getaway, something like that. So yeah, that's why we talk about cartridge razors every once in a while. And again, the TAPS program is a very, very worthy cause, and that's another reason why we want to talk about the razor. So thanks again to Greg from Virginia for sending it along. Really do appreciate it. Viewer Nightly Truth said, "I'm getting in some beard shampoo and conditioner in the next day or so. It's supposed to really soften and cleanse facial hair. I'm going to test and see what it does to my beard, and in time, if it makes shaving it off any easier. I've read it helps whether you have a beard or not, so it will be interesting to put it to the test. Let me know if you would like me to share the results with you and the Monday Morning Mailbag viewers. Have a fantastic day." Nightly Truth, yes, absolutely. Please email me the results and the ongoing process and that sort of thing. Absolutely would love to share that with all the viewers out there, and I'm sure they will be very, very interested in hearing your experience with it. So thank you very, very much for making the offer, and I look forward to getting the email from you. Just email me at mondaymailbag@gmail.com. Nightly Truth, thank you very, very much for that offer. Really do appreciate it. I'm taking you up on it. Jeff Palmer wrote, I load my blade after I lather. I find the longer the lather stays on my face before I shave, the better shave I get. Let me read that one more time. I load my blade after I lather. I find the longer the lather stays on my face before I shave, the better shave I get. Heck, I should throw in solving a Rubik's Cube in there to get even more of a delay. By the way, thanks for mentioning the Persona Reds. I hadn't tried them before. Going to put that on the list of shave gear to try. Yeah, Persona Reds, very, very sharp. I think it's a wonderfully sharp blade. And yeah, this is the subject we had in the previous Monday morning mailbag. Bob LaRoe wanted to know if it's okay to load a razor blade the night before, or should you load it during your shave. And, you know, my answer is your face, your rules, whatever you want to do. But I like to load the blade during the shave, especially after I lather, for the very reason that Jeff Palmer points out. Let that lather just moisten and soften the whisker and load the blade up, and then, you know, you're good to go. I also like to do it on camera so viewers can see how stable and consistent and creamy and yogurty the lather is while I'm taking that extra time to load the blade. And it kind of gives you a good idea of well, for lack of a better word, how hardy and robust the lather is. So, Jeff, thanks very, very much for that comment. Really do appreciate it. Robert Stefanko wrote, this is such a great way to start my week. I started watching it right after my shave. I really am considering getting the R89 after hearing how it is hard to nick with. As a beginner, I'm wondering if my razor is too aggressive. By the way, you pronounced Casi correctly in Casi Perfecto. Thanks very much for that, Robert. Yeah, the R89, the Muhle R89, which came to the channel courtesy of viewer Mark Bagwell. We have talked about it. We've had reviews with it. Absolutely fantastic razor and perfect for beginners. It's very forgiving. It's very mild. It'll give you a nice, efficient shave. You can increase the efficiency through the use of a blade. You know, getting a sharper blade and putting it in this razor will increase the efficiency, increase the aggression, so to speak. But it is a very, very mild and forgiving razor that is just a delight to use. So, Robert, I don't know what kind of razor you're using currently, but yeah, I think the Muhle R89 will be a good one for you, especially if you're starting your wet shaving journey, or anyone starting their wet shaving journey. The Muhle R89, really, really terrific choice. So yeah, and again, I love the handle, and I love the chrome and the black of this one. And again, once more, the handle, grippy without being sticky. It really is a remarkable knurling kind of quality on the handle. It doesn't look like much, but it really does avoid slippage in your hand when you're using it. Absolutely fantastic. So thanks very much for that, Robert. And let us know if and when you get an R89, how it works for you. Thanks very much for that. Wally Pankowski wrote, Mark, as usual, another fantastic 3MB. Thank you very much, Wally. Really do appreciate that. There is so much to comment on. First, Beth Jones, great review as always. I agree. Beth Jones always submits some wonderful reviews. You ought to get paid for them. Well, you know what? It would be worth every single penny. Absolutely. Second, I cork every blade prior to the first use. This removes any burrs that reside on the blade and results in the blade acting like its second use. Works great on the feather. Third, as for the console, this is my second go-around with it. This is a fantastic razor. Your loading technique is the same as mine. I can't quite get Matt's technique. Now that I have improved my shaving technique, this razor is second to none. Fourth, my selection for sharp blades would be the MedPrep, now AccuThrive, AccuForge, Feather, and My Blades Silver. Lastly, all of Zach Norton's 3D creations are excellent and a must-have for every wet shaver. Hey, Wally, thanks very much for those comments. I agree. The Council is an absolutely fantastic, fantastic razor. This is an adjustable slant. We've talked about it before on the show. And as far as blade loading technique, I'll just show you very, very quickly without a blade because I don't want to fumble and cut myself, to be perfectly honest with you. Matt's technique is just to place the blade on the base plate like that, and then drop the cap in, and then tighten it up like that. That's how he does it, and it works very, very well for him. My technique, and the one that Wally uses, is to get the blade and press it into the cap so that these tabs come through that center open area of the blade, and then I grasp either side of the razor head, holding the blade in place, and then very, very carefully with that base plate with those slots right there, marry it up very, very carefully, holding everything in place so that the tabs and the slots marry up together, and then I tighten it down, and then I inspect it, and make sure that everything is nicely aligned, and that's how I do it. And yeah, and I've commented before, it's a fantastic, fantastic razor. When you first get it, you just have to be really, really aware when loading the blade. You'll know if for some reason the blade isn't seated correctly, if it might be off a little bit, and that's happened to me on a couple of occasions. But I would assume, and it's safe to say, let's put it that way, safe to say that if this is a razor for a daily shave, you'll get right into the routine of loading a blade, and it'll become second nature. But because it's in my rotation and I'm not using it every single day, I have to be a little more aware of it and kind of really, really take a good look at it. And again, if you're not seated correctly, and I would think that it's kind of rare that it happens, to be perfectly honest with you. If it does happen, you'll know on that first swath, that first shaving swath, you'll know. And that happened in one of my on-camera reviews. I did load the blade on camera, and I got it wrong, and the blade wasn't seated correctly, and it was my error, not the fault of the razor. And on that first swath, that first swipe, I said, wait a minute, this blade is not seated correctly. So, yeah, it's a fantastic razor. Once I reloaded the blade and did it correctly, what a fantastic shave. This is really a smooth razor. Really, really fine adjustable razor, and the world's only slant adjustable razor as well. So Wally, thanks very, very much for that. And yeah, Zach Norton over at Norton Custom Designs, he does all this great 3D printed gear. We've talked about his cases. This is the universal case right here. We've talked about this. Razor stands and other cases and brush holders, brush cases. Boy, he's got some great stuff there. We'll link him below because he has some great 3D printed shaving gear available at his Etsy store. So thanks very much for that, Wally. Really do appreciate it. Hey, 10 fluid ounces, 30 minutes writes, Bob Moreau. No, you mean Bob Leroux. Bob Leroux has the right idea. Load the razor with blade before the next shave. A good routine practice is, upon finishing a shave, clean the razor and the blade, dry them, and then load the blade into the razor, but do not tighten. You can tighten as part of the next shave's preparation, even just before you begin your shave strokes for the shave. Yeah, again, this goes back to, do you load the blade the night before, or do you load it during the shave? And really, you know what? Your face, your rules, whatever you want to do, whatever works for you, perfectly fine. 10 fluid ounces is someone who likes to load the blade the night before, but not tighten it down. And I think that's a very, very good point there as well. 10 fluid ounces, 30 minutes. He also mentions here, Ken Williams, a possible solution for finding a mild razor for head shaves. King C Gillette Double Edge Razor. Definitely mild, but not the mildest. 2.5 years or so of use, and I have not yet broken the threaded stick on the head cap. My King C Gillette is a replacement for a DE razor that I did break the threaded stick from the head cap. Belief is that I had been over-tightening the broken one. I learned now to not over-tighten. King C Gillette is a wonderful, wonderful razor. Mine is in my DOP kit, my travel kit, and I have it there. And you know what? Let me go get it for you. Hang on 1 minute. I'll be right back. Let me get it for you. Okay, here it is right here. I have it in this leather case. This is Hide and Drink, leather case right here. And here is the King C Gillette. And there it is right there. It's an absolutely beautifully chromed razor. And it has a really nice, smooth lower part of the handle, but some nice knurling, almost like a barbershop knurling right there in the upper part of it. And it is a 3-piece razor. And it is really nicely chromed, and it delivers a really nice shave. And the head, the razor head, is rather reminiscent of the design you would see on a Merkur right there, as you can see. Yeah, it looks similar to that. Terrific, terrific razor, and I have used it for both face shaves and head shaves. And I have this one in my DOP kit, so if I'm going to do a weekend getaway or something like that, it's always there at the ready for me. So yeah, it's a really terrific, and I have it in this really nice Hide and Drink leather case, and it's really terrific. So you know what? We'll link both the razor and this case, so you can check those out if you'd like. So thanks very much for that endorsement, 10 fluid ounce, 30 minutes. Really do appreciate it. Andrew Hill wrote, "Hello, Mark. Great show today. Very smart shave tip today about using old food containers for soap pucks. Great idea. My own coffee this morning while watching was Black Rifle's Protect Your Hazelnut. Wonderful tasting hazelnut coffee, medium roast, and thank you for the suggestions for blades on the sharper end of the spectrum. And glad to hear more on Maggard's meetup in April. Adrian is my hometown. I graduated high school way back in '83 from there. Looking forward to going to this. Have a great week. Andrew, looking forward to seeing you and everyone else there at the Maggard meetup. Adrian is a really delightful town. I really enjoyed attending the Maggard meetup last year. Absolutely fantastic time. And it's only about, 3-hour drive for me. A really nice drive, just straight west on the turnpike, and then just turn up north, and there you are in Adrian. So I'm really looking forward to making the trip. And yeah, really looking forward. Again, I got my ticket. So Andrew, I hope to see you there. And yeah, you had hazelnut. I've got pecans. Yeah, that kind of works out. Hang on. And again, that's a wonderful pecan coffee. And the hazelnut sounds absolutely fantastic. Joel Toronto wrote, "Hi, Mark. I have been using this bowl for several weeks now." He's talking about the Vanulet Honeycomb Shave Bowl. This is a fantastic, fantastic shaving bowl. A fraction of the shave soap will create a huge amount of lather. I run warm water while swirling the brush. The brush will clean the bowl, and the honeycomb will clean the brush. I have found that to be true too. That's kind of my routine. I'll get the brush like this right here. As a matter of fact, I use this brush and this bowl before cameras rolled, and I will definitely run the water in there and just like this to clean out the lathering bowl and the brush. And you'll find that the lather kind of builds in between those honeycombs, but if you just run your brush in there with a little bit of water, it cleans it out immediately. And, it really does a great job. And at the same time, you're cleaning your brush. So yeah, really, really fantastic tip, Joel. Really do appreciate it. And again, the Vanulet Honeycomb Lathering Bowl, absolutely fantastic. Terrific, terrific lathering bowl. This one came to the channel courtesy of viewer Alex Lopez. Alex, again, thank you very, very much for sending this to the channel, allowing me to share it with all the viewers out there. It really is terrific, folks. It makes heaps and heaps of lather. Joel is absolutely correct on that. So Joel, thank you again. And Alex, thank you again very, very much. Viewer Jonathan Starling wrote, "This is my favorite razor. Sleek, slim head, baked in angle, and I always get a perfect 2-pass shave with it. Between the Syntesi and my leaf thorn, I shouldn't have to buy another razor ever again." I say that as I await the Yates winning titanium. Well, Jonathan is talking about the Syntesi razor. We have it here in stainless steel. An absolutely fantastic, fantastic razor. Mild, yet very nice and efficient. Smooth shave. Really, really terrific. The stainless steel is wonderful. They also offer it in aluminum. It also has this wonderful buffer ring that is tapered, so it will just fit right into the top of the handle, so you don't have to always add it to take it apart and add it. It just stays right there on the handle. I wish they would have included more than just the one with the razor. Now, the razor was offered to the channel by Jimmy Day. Thank you very, very much, Jimmy. And we used this before cameras rolled, and we used a Persona crystal razor blade that Beth Jones very kindly sent along. These blades are wonderful. They're made in Israel. If you can find these blades, grab them. Boy, pick them up. These are terrific, absolutely terrific. And in this razor, they were wonderful. Jonathan says something about the baked-in angle. Yeah, very, very true. We're going to do a little bit of a nerdy deep dive on this razor a little later in the show. My thanks to Baba for sending along that information. But yeah, the baked-in angle, that definitely comes into play. Again, a little later on the show, we'll be talking about that. But yeah, the Syntesi, absolutely fantastic, fantastic razor. 303 stainless steel. Love the knurling on the handle, really do. It has kind of an industrial yet art kind of look to it. Industrial artsy kind of look. Yeah, it's just really fantastic. Really, really like it a lot. So my thanks to Jimmy and my thanks to Jonathan. Thank you very, very much. And stay tuned for, well, it's going to be in questions and comments. Baba offers some additional information on the razor. So thanks again, Jonathan. Really do appreciate it. Robert Ross wrote, now I'm retired. I get up early to get to the gym 5 times per week. When I come home, I make a cappuccino and have a smoothie. I load the blade the night before, but I don't torque it down. Right before I shave, I tighten up the razor. Yeah, just like 10 fluid ounce, 30 minutes wrote. Thanks very much for confirming that, Robert. And hey, the gym 5 times a week. Good for you. That's great. That's absolutely fantastic to hear. And yeah, so you're going to come home, you're going to have a cappuccino, a smoothie, and probably a great shave as well. Thanks so much for sending that along. Really, really do appreciate it. Sounds like a great, great daily routine. Good for you. That's absolutely fantastic. And that wraps up this week's refill segment. My thanks to everyone who contributed. Really do appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. Okay, let's check out some new wet shaving gear. Well, this morning we have a couple of shave soap offerings, new shave soap offerings from Hendrix Classics and Company. My thanks to Pete Hendrix for very kindly sending these along to the channel, allowing me to share them with viewers out there. First up is an absolutely marvelous, marvelous scent. If you love coffee like I do, you've got to get this shave soap. It's absolutely fantastic. It's called Roasted. We will have a link to the product page, and here's what they write on the product page. You step into an artisan coffee shop that grinds the many types of coffee they have. This offering captures that moment. It isn't a coffee scent. It's a roasted coffee bean scent with a touch of vanilla and a sweet note. Yeah, absolutely. This is marvelous. Boy, this is great. I mean, again, if you love coffee like I do, you have got to try this one. It's absolutely fantastic. And what a great way to start your day, getting a great shave with Roasted and then having a great cup of coffee after that. My gosh, absolutely fantastic. An absolutely beautiful, beautiful scent. Really, really marvelous. Roasted from Hendrix Classics and Company. Thanks again to Pete Hendrix for passing this one along to the channel. We will definitely have a link to this below, folks. Again, you love coffee. This is a marvelous, marvelous shave soap to have in your shave den. It's going to get you ready for that morning cup of coffee. Absolutely. It's going to get you started, going to get you really, really pumped up for the day. Yeah, this is absolutely fantastic. Roasted. Love it a lot. Also, a brand new shave soap from Hendrix Classics and Company. This one launches on February 17th. Check this out. Absolutely fantastic, fantastic scent. It is really wonderful. Year of the Dragon. Check that out. Check out that label art. Absolutely fantastic. My gosh. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And here's what Pete wrote. Year of the Dragon will launch on February 17th. It's inspired by Stronger With You Leather by Emporio Armani. For me, this is a contender for Fragrance of the Year. This is marvelous. This is an absolutely marvelous, marvelous scent. Oh, It has one of the highest scores I've ever seen from members of the fragrance website, Fragrantica. Wow, that is absolutely fantastic to hear. Top notes are chestnut, spices, and elemi. Middle notes are sage and lavender. Base notes are vanilla, leather, guaiac wood, and agarwood, which is oud. This is really a marvelous, marvelous scent. Drops on February 17th. Check this one out. They also have a matching aftershave splash. And again, the artwork is fantastic. This scent is really, oh my gosh, this scent is marvelous. It really, really is. And again, You're the Dragon launches on February 17th. Pete also continues here. Mark, we are striving to raise the top on top tier. The two primary focus areas for this are fragrance oil quality on the $22.99 soaps and metallic labels on all soaps. We are taking a margin hit and using fragrance oil used by few others. These fragrance oils are more than twice as expensive as regular oils and the oils we use in our $19.99 soaps. They are very close to the original as well as having more complexity and depth as most other inspired by oils. Next, metallic labels are significantly more expensive than non-metallic ones. In addition to that, they come with challenges not faced with regular labels. We spend the extra money and have invested a lot of time in overcoming the challenges with them. They look so good, we just can't help ourselves. Yeah, they absolutely look wonderful. Absolutely. This metallic label looks fantastic. When you see the metallic artwork, it just really comes to life. It's at a completely different level. It really is fantastic. And really, I mean, it gives you a wonderful entrance to what the scent is inside. I mean, it is, the label is so good looking, inviting, and then when you open it up and sample that wonderful, wonderful scent, I'm telling you, this is another one. This is another one that when it launches on February 17th, check this out. Again, it comes with a matching aftershave splash. Absolutely wonderful. So there you go, folks. From Hendrix Classics and Company, my thanks to Pete Hendrix for sending along Roasted and Year of the Dragon. We will have links below to Hendrix Classics and Company where you can check these out. Year of the Dragon launches on February 17th. Pete, thank you again very, very much. Viewer Jamie Horn very kindly sent along to the channel from Filoso their Dinero aftershave and cologne. Boy, this is terrific. This is their new fresh aquatic fragrance. They also offer the Filoso Aftershave OG, which is blue in color. This one is green in color. This is a wonderful, wonderful scent. Very universal. It'll go with a wide variety of shave soaps that you have out there. Barbershop scented shave soaps and that sort of thing. Really terrific. So it'll pair up with just about any scented shave soap you have in your shave den. Really, really terrific, terrific universal scent, but a really nice, fresh, clean scent as well. And here's what they write about this product. Minimizes irritation, razor burn, and bumps caused by shaving. Reduces itching and swelling from skin damage and ingrown hairs. Closes pores to prevent dirt and bacteria from getting in. Carefully created to our high standards, Filoso Aftershave tightens the skin and closes the pores without stripping away nutrients or moisture. I haven't used it yet. I'm really looking forward to it. I've sprayed it on my hands and I've tried it on my skin, and it's a fantastic, fantastic scent, and it promises great, great performance. You get 16 ounces at a really nice price point, and it comes with a pump spray right there on top. Absolutely fantastic. I am looking forward to using this one. This is something that you could use daily with your shave, going to the office, even for an evening night out, a casual night out. This is definitely a go-to. Absolutely love the scent. And again, if you happen to have a shave soap and you don't have an aftershave that pairs up with it, this one will definitely fit the bill. It's going to pair up with a wide variety of scented shave soaps in your shave den. That's the way it impresses me. So check it out, Filoso Dinero after shaving cologne. 16 ounces, pump spray applicator, really, really nice price point. My thanks to Jamie Horn for sending this along to the channel. We're going to be using this in upcoming reviews. It is absolutely terrific. Jamie, thank you again very, very much. Folks, we'll have links below. Viewer Rodney Ripplinger sent along this heads up regarding a new razor from Parker. And Rodney writes, Mark, new Parker single edge uses a half DE blade like the leaf twig and thorn. This razor is available from Super Safety Razors. And they write, the brand new Parker SoloEdge single edge safety razor is now available in limited quantities. The Parker two-piece SoloEdge single edge safety razor is a precision tool that is the perfect razor for new and experienced wet shavers looking for the blade angle of a cartridge razor with the benefits of a safety razor. The highly economical blade replacements are simply double-edged blades snapped in half, or we recommend our pre-cut double-edged half blades for ease of loading since there is no blade curvature. What's more, once the blade is securely loaded in the slots, it will automatically have the perfect exposure, so there is no need for any adjustment. The angle is intuitive to shave with, as it is similar to a cartridge razor angle in its design. Our initial testers were very pleasantly surprised by its excellent shave performance. There you go, folks, from Parker, the SoloEdge single edge razor. Just snap a DE blade in half, or you can buy half blades, load that into the razor head. Sounds like it just loads and the alignment is perfect and spot on with nice exposure. Sounds like it's going to be a nice, mild, efficient razor, as they describe it, something that new wet shavers will like. And sounds like a good transitional razor coming over from a cartridge razor to the safety razor shave. So it'll be a nice razor that allows you to transition from cartridge razor to safety razors. At least it sounds like that's how they're marketing it. So check it out. We'll have a link below to Super Safety Razors where this is available. Limited quantities. Hopefully by the time you get up there, it's still available. My thanks to Rodney Ripplinger for sending this along. Rodney, thanks very, very much. Well, in previous Monday morning mailbags, we've been talking about Turmeric and Vicco Turmeric Shave Cream. And here it is right here, Vicco Turmeric Shave Cream. We had a review that ran this past Friday, and Beth Jones also took the shave cream for a test drive, and she sent in this review, and her findings were very similar to my findings. Well, here's what she wrote. By the way, she used a Yaqui R1730 Sagrada Familia Tuxedo synthetic brush. And she wrote, pleasant, fresh, clean, green fragrance. Somewhat water-phobic, so some care is required when building a lather because one must keep the water to cream ratio in mind, i.e. greater cream to water ratio is best. Shave cream is quite thick coming out of the tube, but it tends to fade, thus requiring additional shave cream in order to maintain a thick lather. On a scale of 1 to 5, slickness, protection, and glide were about 3.5. In summary, I had better luck building a lather directly to my leg rather than using a lather bowl, but I still had some difficulty maintaining a thick lather as it tends to fade quickly, and for me, I kept adding shaving cream to the brush in order to keep a thick lather. Reminds me of the Supply Shave Cream version 1.0. As always, your mileage may vary. Well, thank you very much for that, Beth. Very, very helpful. And again, I found I had similar results. And I found the shaving cream to fade. Not immediately, but it did fade with a little bit of time during my shave. And there was no residual slickness. I did not find any residual slickness at all. So if you want to do a little buffing or something like that, you're going to have to reapply the shave cream. Make sure you have the protection there. And I agree with Beth's assessment here. Slickness, protection, and glide, about 3.5. On a 1 to 5, I would say that's right there in the ballpark. Again, your mileage may vary. You might think it's a little more, you might think it's a little less, but I think that is a really, really good estimate by Beth. Beth, thank you so much for taking the time to review Vicco Turmeric Shave Cream. We've been talking about it on the show. My thanks to Rodney Ripplinger for pointing this one out. And Beth, thank you very, very much for taking the time to review it. Really, really do appreciate it. Well, as long as we're talking about turmeric, want to mention one other thing. BioEmblem Turmeric Curcumin. We have been using this. I've talked about it on a previous Monday morning mailbag. Boy, do I feel great because of this. This has really, really been a terrific, terrific supplement. I am down to my last few here. I mean, this is all I this is all I have left right there. And I'm going to order some more. I really, really feel very, very good from using this product. Now, obviously, check with your doctor before you start any type of vitamin or supplement regimen. But this has really been a very good addition to my supplement regimen. And I like to supplement. And this BioEmblem product has been very, very good. And I'm looking to explore some of their other offerings. We'll have links below where you can check it out. This one's very, very good, and they also have some others. And you can read all about them and all the advantages and health benefits that they offer. So again, BioEmblem Turmeric Curcumin. I'm going through this bottle. It's about a month's supply here, and it's really been very beneficial. I feel really, really good from taking this. So check it out. We'll have links below to the BioEmblem website and also to their Amazon store where you can explore all of their products. So my thanks to everyone at BioEmblem for very kindly sending this along and allowing me to share with all the viewers. And again, I'm going to order some more. Well, in a recent Monday morning mailbag, we talked about Phoenix Shaving's Casi Perfecto Shave Soap. We also did a review on the channel. And Mark Bagwell also acquired some Casi Perfecto Shave Soap, and he sent along the following review. Let's start with the name Casi Perfecto. It's Spanish, meaning almost perfect, and that's a great name because this soap is as close to perfect as you can get. To begin with, it's made in the CK6 base, which is famous for creating a deep, rich lather that is both slick and protective during a shave. CK6 has earned a large group of followers, and yes, I'm one of them. So have you ordered your tub of Casi Perfecto yet? If not, then the umpire just called strike one and the bases are loaded. So let's talk about the scent. If you're expecting a girly perfume scent, then you'll be sadly disappointed. This is a manly scent, what I call old school. Maybe that's why Douglas and Fran chose the umpire for Casi Perfecto. Somehow it seems to pair perfectly with the scent. All I know is I love it. Ordered your tub yet? If not, then it's strike two and the bases are still loaded. Don't let this soap get away from you. And don't forget the aftershave and Star Jelly. They pair perfectly with the soap. And if you haven't tried Star Jelly yet, then you're missing out on one of the best aftershaves being made today. So order now before the umpire calls strike three and you're out. By the way, sorry for all the baseball references, but I couldn't resist when I saw the umpire. Yeah, fantastic art, and Casi Perfecto is an absolutely wonderful manly scent. Mark is absolutely correct. Yeah, it is absolutely marvelous. We'll have links to where you can get Phoenix Shaving's Casi Perfecto. It is absolutely wonderful, folks. Another great winning home run grand slam from Phoenix Shaving, Casi Perfecto. Mark, thanks very much for a great review. Viewer Matt Armstead sent along this email, and the subject heading was a supermarket find. And he writes, "Hi Mark, hope you're well. I thought you might like this. I found it in my local supermarket, Tesco, in the home kitchen aisle. It's a small, medium-sized, handmade ceramic cereal bowl, and it's got rippled lather channels inside it. A perfect lather bowl, laugh out loud. The sides are a bit higher than the average lather bowls, but the bowl is quite wide, so you're not going to bash your brush against the sides. There was only this one remaining on the shelf, so I grabbed it quickly. And Mark, this bowl just cost £3.50, which is $4.42. Mark, look in your local supermarkets for items like this. You might get lucky. I've attached the photos. Take care, Matt. Matt, this is absolutely fantastic. A great bowl that will double as a wonderful lathering bowl for not a lot of money. So if you're across the pond, check out your local Tesco for this ceramic cereal bowl. Matt says it'll make a great lathering bowl. And folks, here in North America and the States, look for something similar in your local supermarket. This is a great idea. A ceramic cereal bowl that can be used as a lathering bowl. Fantastic. Matt, thanks very much for sending this along. Really do appreciate it. Well, this morning we have a follow-up review from viewer Joel Turano, kind of a dual review of his Shave Nation Indestructibowl and the Titleist Velocity One razor. Joel shared with us that he has one of the Velocity One razors, and he's been shaving with it. And this is a follow-up to that, along with his review of the Shave Nation Indestructibowl. And Joel writes, the new Shave Nation Bumpy Shave Bowl impressed me. Looks good, feels good in the hand, maintains heat for hot lather. I did 7 shaves with this bowl, different shave soaps, different brushes. The results were always great lather. This bowl covers all the bases. It will definitely outlast me. Yeah, Indestructibowl, if you go to Shave Nation's website and search for the Indestructibowl, you'll see what Geo Fat Boy is doing to the bowl to demonstrate how rugged it is. And Joel's right. It's going to outlast him. Absolutely. It'll outlast all of us. No doubt about it. As for a follow-up review on the Titleist Velocity One razor, I completed 7 to 8 shaves. This time I shaved with the feather blades, which are included with the razor. This gave an even better shave than with other blades and no nicks or cuts. This razor is unique. I really enjoy shaving with it. As I mentioned before, I am terrible at typing. If you can use this in Monday morning mailbag, go ahead. Well, Joel, I just did. Thank you very much for sending along the follow-up review to the Titleist Velocity One razor. It sounds like you're getting some great shaves with it and with a feather blade. As he says, he's completed 7 to 8 shaves with the razor, and he loves it even more with the feather blade. And thanks very much for following up with this, Joel. Really do appreciate it. He recommends the Indestructibowl from Shave Nation, and he's getting some great shaves with the Titleist Velocity One razor. Joel, thanks very much for the review of the Indestructibowl from Shave Nation and the follow-up review and update on the Titleist Velocity One razor. Really do appreciate it. Viewer Andrew Hill sent along this heads up regarding Denton Magic Mayberry Man. And he writes, Denton Magic posted on Instagram their supplier for the Mayberry Man Aftershave Splash is no longer going to be able to supply the splash. In the post, he said he only had a few bottles left and he wasn't sure when or if he could find another supplier for the product. Thought you may want to hear this. Have a great week, Andrew Hill. Andrew, thanks very much for passing this along. Hopefully, folks, by the time you get up to Denton Magic, they still have the Mayberry Man Splash available. Of course, we reviewed the shave soap. Absolutely fantastic scent. Nice performance. And this scent really captures the essence of the show. That's the only way I can express it. It really is fantastic. And of course, this is a larger container of Mayberry Man. Denton Magic is well known for offering smaller containers of their shave soaps. This is Pink Floyd right here, also a Mayberry connection. So they offer a smaller bottle of splash, smaller container of shave soap. They pack a lot of shave soap in there, but very economical, easy on your shave den, especially if your shave den is a little challenged for space. This is a really good way to go, and the scents are great, the performance is wonderful, and this Pink Floyd shave soap scent, let me just get that lid off of there like that. Oh yeah, this is fantastic. I like this one a lot. Yeah, they're both great scents. So yeah, Denton Magic. Hopefully, they'll be able to they'll be able to solve the supplier issue regarding Mayberry Man Splash. We'll have links to Denton Magic. You can go up there and explore the website and see what they have to offer. But great scent. Mayberry Man and their shave soaps really offer some wonderful performance. So thanks to Andrew Hill for the heads up on that. Hopefully they have some Mayberry Man Splash available by the time this airs. Thanks again, Andrew. Really do appreciate it. Hey, Mark Bagwell sent along this heads up regarding a sale at timelessrazor.com. It's their Valentine sale. 10% off Valentine's Day sale now through February 14th, 2024 at timelessrazor.com. Use coupon code Valentine at checkout. Yeah, how about that? Now, Mark also went ahead and told me that he ordered their adjustable shave brush handle. I love mine. They now come in a variety of colors. They're $89, and you also get a free nut of your choice. And with this Valentine's Day sale, you'll get 10% off. So check that out from timelessrazor.com. Valentine's Day sale now through February 14th, 2024. Use the code Valentine at checkout. Get 10% off and check out their adjustable brush handle. This will swap out shave brush knots from 20 millimeter all the way up to 28 millimeter. We've talked about this shave brush before in previous Monday morning mailbags. We've reviewed it. I absolutely love this brush handle. Mark Bagwell got the burnt orange handle. He's got that on order, and I'm sure when it arrives, he'll also send in a review. So I'm looking forward to that. So thanks again for the heads up on this sale, Mark. Really do appreciate it. Again, folks, get over to timelessrazor.com, 10% off. Use the code Valentine in checkout. Good until Valentine's Day. Thanks again, Mark. Really do appreciate it. And that wraps up this week's look at new wet shaving gear. Thanks to everyone who contributed. Really do appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. Okay, let's get to some of these questions and comments. Well, I said we were going to nerd out a little bit in this episode of the Monday Morning Mailbag as referenced here by my coffee mug. And the first little bit of a deep dive, nerdish kind of discussion comes from Mark Bagwell regarding the Muhle R89 and the Edwin Jagger DE89 and their relationship to one another. And Mark writes, there still seems to be a lot of confusion on the relationship between Muhle and Edwin Jagger. To begin with, they are not the same company, and Muhle does use brass on the head screw. I know this because sometime back, the Sharpologist contacted Muhle for the lowdown, also known as the skinny, and this was their reply, straight from Muhle. Quote, the razor design was developed in 2007 in cooperation with Edwin Jagger. Back then, Muhle and Edwin Jagger joined forces for the development of several new products. In the meanwhile, Muhle modified the threaded pin on the top plate. It's no longer made of zinc alloy, but brass in order to make the screw more durable and prevent the thread from wearing off, unquote. So I hope this answers any debates still lingering about the two companies. Muhle razors are made in the Ore Mountains of Saxony, Germany, and Edwin Jagger razors are made in Sheffield, England. You will get a great razor no matter which company you choose. I absolutely agree. And again, we'll just show you the Muhle top plate here and that threaded pin in question. This is brass. That's brass right there, that threaded pin. So it's going to be a little more durable and a little more long lasting. And again, the R89 is a beautiful, beautiful razor. Thanks again to Mark Bagwell. And Mark, thanks very much for the deep dive on the relationship between Muhle R89 and the Edwin Jagger DE89 and the two companies. And again, my thanks also to Mantic59 of Sharpologist for allowing Mark to share that information with all the viewers. So thanks again to the Sharpologist, Mantic59, and a big, big thank you to Mark Bagwell for clearing up the confusion between Muhle and Edwin Jagger. Mark, thanks very, very much. Hey, Mark Bagwell once again passed something along that's kind of nerdy and a deep dive. He mentioned Kensurf's channel, where he was showing some vintage Avon aftershave and some cool Avon aftershave decanters. We will link to that particular episode on his channel. Really, really worth a view on this. And here's what he writes in the video description. I got an almost full bottle of vintage Avon Wild Country aftershave circa 1996 from my aunt. After doing a bit of research on Avon products, I discovered the very cool collectible aftershave decanters that Avon has produced during the years. I'll be showing some of them during today's shave. Currently, they are very reasonably priced on eBay, but I'm sure the prices will not last. Yeah, now the vintage aftershave he's talking about is Wild Country. We've talked about this on the show. I purchased a bunch of new old stock because I absolutely love this scent. And after I got done purchasing some new old stock, Avon reintroduced it. So it's available on their website right now. There it is right here. This is a new bottle that I purchased back in 2020 when they reintroduced it, about the time they reintroduced it. And I love this scent. Anybody I've introduced this scent to absolutely loves it. I love the bottle. I love the scent. I really, really like Avon Wild Country. Now, at the time I was buying the aftershave splash, they also were selling the Wild Country aftershave balm. I don't know if this is available anymore, but I have been able to buy some on Amazon. I don't know what the price is. I'll have to go up there and look. I don't know if it's still available, but the balm was also very, very good. At the time I was buying new old stock of the Avon Wild Country aftershave splash, the balm was available on Avon's website. Then when they introduced the splash, the balm disappeared. I mean, go figure. So I was introduced to the balm I was at a flea market. I was at a flea market, and there was a dealer there, someone selling Avon products, and that's where I got the balm, but they did not have the aftershave splash at that time. So that's why I was buying new old stock and buying new balm from Avon. So now the balm, I don't know where it is, but the splash is available, and it's fantastic. So check it out. And Kensurfs also discusses some of the decanters, the Avon aftershave decanters that are available on eBay. And this is really, really coincidental and somewhat ironic because I happen to have a vintage Avon decanter right here. This is an Avon decanter, and you can probably see right here, Avon Leather Aftershave, right there on the label. See that? Let me see if I get it. Avon Leather Aftershave. See that right there? And I think there was a badge glued here of some kind. This either belonged to my father or my oldest brother, my late oldest brother, Jay. I'm not entirely sure. It comes with a thermometer, and it's in great shape. And let me see if I can undo this. And that scent is still present, even though there's nothing in there. there's nothing in there. That scent is absolutely wonderful. It's still present in the bottle. So I thought that was kind of neat. So I'm going to look for this particular decanter on eBay just to see if I can get a replaceable badge that I can take off of that one from eBay and just affix it to this here. So that's kind of neat. Kensurfs also talks about these great razor handles, these brass razor handles that Avon made back, I guess, in the 1980s, I think he said. Check out the video, you'll find out. But these were compatible with the Track 2 cartridge razor heads, and he shaves with that razor handle in that video. Really, really neat. Those are really affordable. If you're interested in a piece of vintage shaving history and want one of those handles because you might have some Track 2 cartridges lying about, or you want to buy some Track 2 cartridge razor heads and we're looking for a handle, check that video out and check out the listings on eBay because they are like $4 and $5. No kidding. Yeah, so check that out. So a really, really terrific video from Kensurf's channel. We'll have a link to the video below and also have a link to Avon's website where you can check out Wild Country. It's absolutely a fantastic aftershave. So my thanks to Mark Bagwell for passing this along, and thanks to Kensurfs for a really, really terrific deep dive on Avon products that go back to the 80s and 90s. Really, really neat. So thanks again, Mark, and thanks again, Kensurfs. Really do appreciate it. Well, we're going to do a little more of a nerdy deep dive again. There's the Nerd Dog's coffee mug. I told you we're going to do some nerdy deep dives on today's show. This comes along from viewer Baba regarding the Goodfellas Smile Syntesi razor. And he sent this along. I wanted to share this article with you on the Goodfellas Smile. I don't know if you have seen this or not, but it is quite informative. We will link this article below. This is a discussion of the entire company and how it came about. Really, really neat. Here's one paragraph from it. If we consider that according to the sales analysis of the year 2022, the Goodfellas Smile brand is sold in 36 different countries belonging to 3 continents. How about that? They have quite a reach with their wet shaving products. Now, Baba also mentioned the first review I saw that calls out Syntesi's use at 45 degrees. Absolutely, yeah. Baba also sent along some information regarding the 45-degree angle used in the Syntesi razor. And here's what it has to say here. Syntesi is the 100% made in Italy safety razor designed to be the most versatile ever built. An effective 45-degree shaving angle guides the hand to guarantee an always impeccable shaving feeling. The clean but safe cut makes it a perfect product both for those who have never owned a safety razor before and for the more expert hand. Yes, thanks very much, Baba, for sending this along and confirming that it's a 45-degree shaving angle. Now, before I shave with it, I went up to the Goodfellas Smile product page. I can't remember where it was. Maybe it was on Maggard razor. I'm not entirely sure, but I did note that it was stated there there's a 45-degree angle razor. That's the approach with this razor. Now, if you shave at 30 degrees, you'll get a shave. It'll shave you, but it's not as smooth as it is at 45 degrees. At 45 degrees, it just smooths out so beautifully. It really is a beautiful performer at the suggested, recommended 45-degree angle. And I want to thank Baba for sending along all the great information regarding Goodfellas Smile Company and also for confirming that it's a 45-degree, the Syntesi is a 45-degree shaving angle razor. Baba, thank you so very, very much. So if you're considering getting the Syntesi razor, just remember you're going to get a great shave. You'll get a nice shave at 30 degrees, but at 45 degrees, you're going to get an outstandingly smooth, nick-free, cut-free shave with the Syntesi razor. 45 degrees. Really, really terrific. So thanks again to Baba for sending along some great information. Folks, we'll link the article below that Baba referenced, and you'll learn all about the Goodfellas Smile Company and how they came about. And again, Baba, thanks so much for confirming that the Syntesi razor is a 45-degree angle of approach razor. Thanks again, Baba. Really do appreciate it. William Meredith sent this email along, and the subject heading is Recycled Shave Bowl. And he writes, "Hello, Mark. I recently bought several new candles from the local market. The candles are held in large ceramic tubs which could easily serve as a shave bowl. Candles are 6 inches across by 2 inches deep. After I use, I intend to try one as a shave bowl to see how it functions. The candles are by Chesapeake Bay Candle. I have pictured the candle with a PPA perfume bottle to show scale and size. Thank you, William Meredith. Hey, William, thanks very much. First cereal bowls being repurposed as shave bowls, and now these candle holders that can be ceramic tubs that can be repurposed as shaving bowls. William, thanks very much for sending this along. Folks, if you know where to get a Chesapeake Bay candle, check it out. Ceramic tub, you might be able to repurpose it as a shave bowl. William, looking forward to hearing your review when that candle has completely burned away and you can clean it out and use it as a lathering bowl. Really, really interested in seeing this. So please contact the channel, send along photographs and a quick review on that. I'm sure all the viewers out there will be very interested in seeing how it performs as a shave bowl, as a lathering bowl. William, thanks very much for sending this along. Really do appreciate it. And that wraps up another Monday morning mailbag. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Please share, please subscribe, please like. Hit that bell so it'll give you a yell the next time I upload a video. Comment below. Let me know. Check out all the wonderful artisan soap makers and sellers that you see displayed on the bottom of the screen right now. They make and offer some wonderful artisan shave soap. They also offer some wonderful wet shaving gear to enhance your traditional wet shave. The next time you're online, please take a moment, pay them a visit. I sure would appreciate it. Thank you very much. Also, check out my Amazon product page at amazon.com/shop/Mark080, where you'll find all the Amazon listed products that I review in this channel, organized and categorized so you can find everything in a snap very easily. I'll leave you with this laugh. Hey, we have another double take cartoon puzzle this week. Try to find the differences between the two cartoon panels. If you need more time, just pause the video or try to find all the differences before time runs out. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Make it a great week.